Hello, everybody. I'm live. Yay. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well, has been staying safe, staying healthy on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning or evening if you're a few hours ahead of me. So first things first, as some of you can obviously see, we have 2 drill painting pens. Now this blue and orange one comes from a new turner. Her name is Tony Simpson, but she has a Facebook group called Custom Lathe Designs by Tony. So that's her. So as you can see, this is lathe. This is a brand new diamond pen from a brand new turner. Her name is Tony Simpson, and you can join her group, Custom Lathe Creations by Tony. So I got lucky and I saw this, and I don't really have too many blues and oranges, so I don't have like a liquid drop one like this one. So now this one I wanted the right to purchase from Donna Bass. So as you can see, I love these little captive rings here. This comes from Donna Bass. Hi, Teresa R. This comes from Donna Bass. So this is the new pen from her. So I am expecting 2 more pens. One I won in a giveaway from Stacy Travis. So I was really excited about that. So I won 1 pen this week. And then I also, you guys can see. So I won the right to purchase this. So I was really happy because I love these kind of pens. So, and this one is really, really light. So sometimes they are like nice to have. So we are coloring, and I'm going to show you what we're coloring today. Today we're coloring from Halloween, Color Your Fright. Now, I looked for an affiliate link, guys, for this. I could not find it. I think it may be sold out on Amazon. So the thing is, it has a lot of nice paper in it. And some of you might remember there's an old picture in here. And this is when I first got my very first Copics in it. I colored in this book. So I have a pumpkin in this book. Somewhere along the lines, I have a pumpkin in this book. This has like really great Halloween pictures. I'm sure I have the picture somewhere here. Somewhere in this book, I have the picture. Here it is. I found it. If you guys remember, we first did our very first colorings with the Copic. The very first 3 Copic markers I ever bought. I mean, the first Copic markers that I ever got were in a sketch box, and this was the picture that we did. So this picture kind of brings back a lot of memories for me. So yes, everybody has a Halloween book in their collection, or 3. I have quite a few Halloweens, so I hope everybody is like that. So what color should we color the circle? I'm thinking purple, but then again, you guys might want a different color. So yay to the 2 people in the room. So I hope everybody is happy today. So I have my sprays, I have my Bianos, I have some Copics here, I have some Copics down there. I have my Blicks if need be. I actually have been rearranging things in my room too, so as we go along. So I have other markers in here too. Oh, we would. We almost were going to do a unicorn today. So, Oh, a lot of different colors in here. So if anybody's thinking of gray, which is what I'm thinking about, making her skin really, really gray. So I was thinking, yeah, I have like bits and ends here. You'll notice that I have some ends and knobs in here. So you'll notice that I have those ends. A lot of us have extra markers that we don't know what to do with. My blacks in here. I have a lot of grays in here, but they're like all dark grays. What's the problem when you have a lot of grays? and not enough spare grays to do it. Tea tree, which is toner gray. And don't worry, I do have a blotter page behind it. So, I was really happy. I have been working on my, I actually have been working on my diamond painting too. If anybody wants to see a picture of that, let me know. The Chuck Pinson, but it takes me a long time to do even a little section. It takes me like about a good hour or two to do that, Hello, Michelle. How are you? I did not finish anything new. I'm very close to finishing my second book this month. That's okay. You guys missed the pens. Who wants to see the pens? Look, no diamond painting pens. I know. Yes, we're coloring Halloween from Mardel Rubio. I tried to put an affiliate link. I think this book may be out of print. Because, what happens with Phoenix Amulet is that their books are really, really popular. So sometimes the books sell out like so quickly. Well, I think these were all done in pencil. I think the hair was done. This is like a forever whip. I started it and then I never went back to it. I'm like, you know what? I'd like to finish that. And this is a Copic. This is toner gray. Just because all my grays are so dark that I have left from the old set. This is a basic grade 3. And I can smell the alcohol from here. You ever? I'm sorry, Teresa. There are, I think, a few other places you can go. I think Etsy. So what did Michelle have during her lunch stream? And I know I'm on a little bit early today, but things have been changing for me. So sometimes I come on early, sometimes I do not. So, like I have a lot of odds and ends. So sometimes you'll see stuff like this, which is like my odds and ends, except for this one, which is the Copic. So, I do have. Yeah, this book is out of print on Amazon. So I think Phoenix Amulet, who's the publisher, has an Etsy store, so you might be able to get it as a digital download. Oh, that's chicken and broccoli Alfredo on fettuccine. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. So keep that in mind. Sometimes their things are there. Blue. And we have my white pencil. I always have a white pencil here. So sometimes I keep a lot of what we call odds and ends markers around. It does sound good, actually. It does sound good. I have a lot of different markers here, so what different things come up here. Color is this? I don't know what this is, so I don't know what color this is. This is a Crayola Super Tip, one of the few ones that I've actually left. That's a nice purple. Yes, and I do mix up my markers on occasion too. Well, Danielle would be so proud of me, that Michelle. You guys know that I kind of have to. And so what is the sign of a juicy marker? I know I did this in pencil because you can very clearly see when you go on the back of this. I think it would be my Copics, to tell you the truth. And it's not because they're expensive, but because they're refillable. It would be definitely my Copics. They're refillable. There's a lot of colors in the set. They're refillable. And plus the colors are very vibrant. If I had to keep only one set of markers. Plus I can mix them a lot easier. So let's see how the water is progressing in this. See, it's not leaving stains. The purple here. See, I don't even see the stains here. The markers. I don't have many super tips, so I just bought a very basic pack when I did them. I've already gone through some of them, a lot more than you think I did. On paper like this, I can get away with using them with my alcohol markers. I would keep the Copics because they're vibrant. There's so many colors in them. Plus, you can blend, layer them, refill them. And you can blend with them and do a lot of things with them. I can't do that with a lot of my budget-friendly markers, I'm getting a cough, so hold on. Plus, I had like so much spare change, guys, that I decided to start putting my spare change like this. This is after like 2-3 weeks of spare change for my purse and various other things. I seem to be liking purples today. P83. This is a spree, so we are coloring with many different markers. Also, guys, if you can't find this book and you really, really want this book, I recommend going to Etsy or contacting Mardel Rubio directly. He might have a download link for it, so keep that in mind. They might bring it back. I was hoping that they would bring this book back possibly in print because it is Halloween and it is a good quality paper. What pic did you send me? Oh, where did I put my phone? I know I had my phone somewhere. I know I had my phone here somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I left it in where I think I did. Ah, you did. You did something. Oh. Can I show? Can I show him? That's really cute. I like that. That's from Cute and Creepy. That's a good book too. You know. So. Again, I'm going to do this again. The perfect ones. So, let's see what we can color here. On here. Yeah, I've started using up the Vianos a lot more lately. This is called Rose Bouvard. Maybe people may not know this color. I've had to sleep on it once or twice when I was younger. I didn't like it very much. You know, this year I want to try and finish some of my WIPs on some of those books that have been giving me problems. So. I still am having a problem because I still can't figure out how to do that beautiful skin tone. A Penthouse Sparkle Pop. Oh my goodness. It's always a little scary to be alone, Michelle. I'm in the opposite situation. Once the house sells, then we can start looking for another house and other stuff, once my mother gets the money and things like that. So it's just like I'm in a different spot than you. Pink R0607. This is like the vivid pink. So I'm thinking orange. I don't know why, but I'm thinking orange for this. I know what you mean. Some things are easy to do, and then other things are like sad. Like I know for a fact when we start packing up the stuff and it's getting shipped and inventoried, I'm gonna be very sad. No, you shouldn't say that, Michelle, because there's always one little fucking creeper who will do something crazy, Michelle. Kim is right. There's always those crazy people out there who will bother to take the time and do crazy shit to you. There are a lot of people in the world that are very bad. So I wouldn't discount what Kim is saying out of hand. This is apricot Y505, and this is a Biano. I think the early part of this picture was done with pencils before I had markers. After this is done, I'll probably go and make myself some ramen, which I love ramen. I thought that this was the holiday, it's Halloween, we'll do something fun. We can do creepy pictures and not be judged for it, you know. Halloween is like the funnest time for me. Like September and October are just fun months for me. Because then we get to have fun coloring the way, you know, we can color creepy without being judged for it. I know some people love to color creepy. You know, I live in New York City. It's like not even funny, but I have doormen where I am, so. I was hoping I would get my Care Bears today, my mermaid companion, but I don't think I'm getting them for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. That stuff. I already put them in my inventory list, so. The sun is set. Medium pink. Vermilion. Like this is supposed to be orange, but it comes out looking red. I don't know why this color in particular comes out looking red. It's a weird thing that this comes out red. Who saw the preview of Momo's Girl's new book? Oh my god, that book is absolutely beautiful. Makes me want to do something here. What happened? What is wrong? I was thinking it might look a little more horrific if I put some blood in it. Make it a little. I'm sorry that has happened, Kim. Guys, let's try not to make each other upset in the chat because I don't want anybody to feel like they're not included into chat and things like that. You know, sometimes we have to be careful what we say in chat, guys. This doesn't go for just 2 people. This goes for everybody. Sometimes we say things in chat and we don't know what's going to trigger certain things or certain reactions. So Let's try and be cordial. You know, when we're here in the chat, I think a good rule of thumb is maybe I should think about what I write before I do it in the chat, because I don't want anybody feeling like they can't talk in the chat freely because someone might upset them or something might trigger them. Okay, guys, just so I would just like take 5 seconds before you post things. Just think about what you say before you post those things, because sometimes things trigger other people, and we don't know what's going to trigger somebody. Because I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I can't say this, I can't say that, because I might trigger this person, or this person might get offended. Okay, guys? So I don't want anybody feeling like they can't be here freely. And this is Pansy. I just think it's sometimes people we don't think about how something that may seem innocent and harmless may trigger somebody else. I know this was like a reddish brown. I wish I knew what brand of pencil I had used in it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am all caught up on the outpost. I have a feeling I think I know how it's gonna end. I have a feeling I think what's gonna happen is, like, if this is not the season finale, they're gonna do something where Talon's gonna have to bring them to the plane of ashes with her Astrakins. She's gonna sacrifice herself to save everybody else, and I really don't want to do that. I really don't want it to end up with Talon sacrificing herself. I'd like to see Talon be happy with Garrett. I know. I think I really don't want to say this, but I think that they're preparing for the show to end in a very weird way. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're not doing a fifth. I'll be mad if they kill off Mont. I had loved Mont so much. Jacandra, R514. Notice I used a lot of purples in this thing. I'm thinking that they're not doing a fifth. Which would make the ending that I propose very feasible if they're not doing a fifth, you know? But I really want Talon and Garrett to be together, but I think they're going to kill off Talon. In my opinion, if you guys don't know, we're talking about the outpost and what we think is going to happen. Blue, which is Indian blue. This has been like a forever work forever. I only have 2 more pictures left to go in one of my color by number books, so I'm really happy about that. Let me get some gel pens because I need it for a second. Because I need to do those in really nice colors. I have an idea of what it. See, sometimes the gel pens to bring the bling out. Yeah, there's no word on it, but I don't think they're going to do it a 5th season because I think the actors want to move on to other things. So I'm going to do green. Then we're going to do a green gem, then a purple, and then we'll do a green. Glitter mulberry. Sometimes I have a plan, and sometimes the plan comes together when I'm not thinking about the plan. I find that when I don't think about a plan, it actually works better. Can I show you guys something that I'm working on? I'm going to show you how much I've done of my diamond painting. So it's the last picture in here. For those who are wondering, this is where I'm up to right now in the painting. This is Share the Great Outdoors by Chuck Pinson. So this is what you can see that I've done of the painting. So you guys can see what I've done of the painting. That's what I've done with the painting so far. So I do actually use the pens. I tend tend to rotate them a lot, I notice, which is good. Now, me and my mother were talking about it, you know. She's like, well, if we get a garage, you could have a craft room and all that stuff. You could build the garage to be like your craft room. You know, me and my mother are talking about different things we can do. These are just ideas. They're not cemented in stone yet, you know. Isn't it coming out nice? You know, Diamond Art Club always, and you know, I've said this about a lot of their stuff. I actually like the Diamond Art Club stuff, actually. You know, a lot of people say, well, you mostly do from them. I have other paintings from other companies. It's just right now, because, you know, I'm in the middle of trying to move things and do things. Here's the thing that you have yeah, it would become a craft room if you got a garage. But one thing, I'd have to leave space for the car if a car ever came in. So, you know. But then, you know, we're thinking about, well, if you move somewhere, then you have to get good Wi-Fi. You can't just. Who thinks I should color a picture in Serene next? Because we haven't colored in that book in like forever. Like that would be one of the few books that I would actually keep after I'm done with it. Yeah, Serene is the book that I would keep, hands down, even after I'm done coloring in it. Only because I spent so much money on it. At the time, when I bought Serene at the time that I had bought Serene, it was my most expensive book. I'll tell you that right now. That book is like, it loves pencils. I tell you, that book is like custom made for pencils. This is G56, if anybody's wondering. B227 is this blue color, this very dark blue color. And I can tell the Crayola Super Tip didn't even bleed through. Look at that. The created this right over here is supposed to be the Crayola Super Tip. It didn't even bleed through, which is amazing to me. So I'm not a fan of them, but they're okay in my mind. The Crayola Super Tips is just that I guess just used in my alcohols. And I will finish. Yay, I will. Hi, Danielle. Danielle, what do you think we used here? It didn't bleed through. What marker is this? You missed it. What do you think this is, Danielle? Let's see if Danielle can guess it just by looking at it. What type of marker it is. What do you think it is, Danielle? And no, it's not a toucher. You're always begging me to use it. Yes, Danielle. Danielle knows her markers. Danielle knows her markers. We have a lot of markers. Oh wow, we can do another picture. Yay! And let's look at how much it led to. Now some of this was done in pencil when I started it, and now I finished it in marker. But you can tell the Crayola, the part that's supposed to be the Crayola, didn't bleed through. So that's a good. That's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So where's my stickies? I have a whole bunch of stickies. I like to put the little stickies on. So I know when I finish a page, they go into the finished pages pile. The finished pages pile, and then no problem, Kim. I think here's one we can do. I have a thing for starting pictures and then not finishing them. Anybody have any ideas what we could do with this one? I didn't do this very well. I'm gonna color her hair. Just Chandra. This time of year we can color really weird pictures. Yes, Danielle. I'm coloring more. And as I color more stuff in, that means more stuff gets done for you guys too. The mail came and nothing came today. I was so angry because I'm expecting stuff to come in. I'm expecting my Care Bears, the Mermaids Compendium, even though I've probably seen all the mermaids in there. They always throw in a few new images in those compendiums that aren't part of the normal subscription. You know? Sometimes they include exclusives. Maybe next time we'll do a Christine Karen, maybe a Serene picture. Next time we'll do some. No problem. I'd like to do sometimes if. I know, sometimes I have that happen too. People come in and they finish a picture just as I come in the stream and I'm like, oh. You know, a lot of time I start pictures in this book and then I don't finish them. So I'm like, yeah, I was expecting something from the Pretty Places. They have these like wax gems. And so what you do is like they're gem-shaped containers, and then you stick your pen in the wax. I'm waiting for those because they had seasonal scents, so I want to see what they like. I don't get to do Mardel's books as much as I thought I would do them. I have no idea what colors this is or colors this is because I don't think it's a regular color. I think it was several colors. I was trying to blend some zombie skin and do it differently. When I started this, I think, I can't remember what I used exactly. And I think the first time I ever used Copics, my first 3 Copics I ever got, which were from a sketch box, I used this as my picture to do it. Not this picture, but another picture in this book. So this paper is really good. The paper that Phoenix Amulet uses in their books are really good for markers too. Pencils get kind of eaten up, so I prefer using my markers. If you have a book that's eating up your pencils, I highly recommend switching to markers for those books because your pencils will get eaten. So. Think about that. To me, we can make this fun. Let's do this to be fun. It's just something to be fun, you know. This book we can go a little more crazy than my other books, but I'm also trying to get enjoyment out of things that I color again, you know. Big clay. Maybe a Hannah Lynn picture. Light blue, and this, I'll tell you, this Copic color, B14, if they say it's a light blue, but it doesn't come off as a light blue at all. So you see it. Yeah, it's funny because this color in the color, of course, Dopia books comes out so dark in them. Yeah, so. Did Danielle see the diamond painting pens that came in? Tried to hear that he lost a friend. So it's never easy to lose anybody. Look at the new pens, Danielle. I think Michelle is like luck in this one. You know, it's always hard to lose someone, especially now with the situation they're in. This one comes from Donna Bass. And this one comes from a new turner, Danielle, Tony Simpson. Her Facebook group is Laughed Creations by Tony. I think that's the name of the group. I'm going to have to refill this again. Today I'm having a purple fascination. Soft violet. I feel like, oh, what did you send me? Oh, that's cute. What is that? Oh, that's really cute. Can I show it? This is Michelle's picture. That's really cute. I like that. That's really cute. Lots of colors. I can do a lot more dark colors in this book now. I need to ask you guys, do you ever have books you color in markers and then it leaves like a yellow stain? Because what happened the other day was I was going through this book, and this is a Deborah Mueller book. Now, I don't know if it was the paper that did this, but this is the exact same picture. They put it in twice in my book. I don't know why they did that, but here they did this, right? But when I went to turn it the other day, this was all yellow. Now it doesn't look yellow because I've covered it up, obviously. So you guys see that this is all done because I had to do it last night. So I did that. Now, and then I did this one also. For some weird reason, it has little yellow spots on it. And I don't know why this picture had yellow spots because there was nothing in front, nothing in back that was colored. So I don't know how the yellow spots got there. So I did this mostly. So I just have the sky to color, and then I have the background to color. So, yes, and these were done with my sprays and Vianos. So I want to show you guys what I'm working on in the mermaid book. Yes, I do have the Mueller books. So I don't know why that happens with the books. They say it's something that's happened in a few books. It's not a common thing, but it does happen this way. Praline. I really don't like that that's happening. Like, it's not something that noticeable in books with black backgrounds, but it seems to be more prevalent now in some of the markers. Now, this is yellow ochre. Now, but the yellow ochre is a funny color depending on the marker you get. Not how you can tell when you have good alcohol markers, when you can smell them. Like the smell is really strong. I hope it's not the paper. Really, I hope not. Remember, when you use the thicker end, it actually creates less streaking with the markers if you use the thicker end of your mark, if you use the chisel rather than the fine point. I learned that from a lot of different people watching it. I'm still trying to learn how to do Indian skin correctly, and it's not working too well. All I need is a color combo, like three color combos, and then I'll be able to do it. Petitus pick called petitus. Oh. Who would think that I would do creepy? Because you guys know I'm not known for doing creepy. I like the fine tip to a point tip. Some things require you to use this tip. Some things require you to use the chisel. This was a good choice today because it's not a lot of. Some people say they don't like Mardel's work, but I love his work. I have most of his books, I'm like, it's about time I start working in him too, because I feel like I neglect him, Kirby, Tomislav Tomic. I neglect him, but Tomislav's books are very detailed and fine. So I have to be in the mood. Am I really in the mood to do a more detailed paint? Today we can call it WIP Day. True. I don't think I own. If I do own Sharpies, I probably own them in the other bag, in the other box. Maybe I should take them. Look at what I have in that box of cheap art, the cheaper art supplies, and see what I have there. Maybe it's time to start using those up. And see if those still work. No, Liz. You can always tell when they're drying out. You know, when they say Army green, I use this one a lot, this color a lot in my color by number books. So there. Now we did that. So now comes the houses. Vermilion. And this purple is really nice, but unfortunately it's drying out. I can tell when it's starting to dry out. You always know when your markers are drying out. And I always feel a little sad when that happens, but I also feel proud because then I know I've used them a lot. I know they were a good product because I used, you know, you got to look at it like this when you use up your products. Really, do you like the Sharpie Ultra Fine? I don't think I have those. Okay, what should we do for the next part of this? Let's see. I have a pretty. Yellow. And redwood. See? mistletoe, acid yellow, and redwood. You like the redwood, guys. So here's the redwood. Mistletoe. Remember, this is supposed to be a zombie girl. No, we are not doing the sky. So don't even ask if we're doing the sky. Because we're not doing a background. It's supposed to be Halloween. Michelle knows this color. Or maybe something from the new Circle of Life. What should we do next time we stream, guys? I really want your ideas and thoughts. That's low too. A lot of my markers are starting to dry up. But I'm looking at this red and I see it's streaked, that streaked, that streaked. A lot of things streaked actually. Even that green thing, even the green is streaky. So these 4 markers have seen the end. Yeah, I know. With a little bit of a horror vibe to it. You notice that, Danielle? Everything was like a horror vibe today. So it wasn't like it was not a full one. So my goal was to do a couple of pictures that would be different, you know? So we did this one and we did the front one. And we did this one. We finished the 2 WIPs that we had started in this one. But there's another picture someone may remember from a while back. As you can tell, this one has a lot of good pictures in it. How many of you remember this picture? Do you know what's so significant about this picture to those of you who don't know? I don't have beauty of horrors. I don't have beauty of horrors anymore. None of them anymore. Nope, I don't want them. I gave them away. I don't want them. They're not my type of book. But if you guys remember specifically, my first three Copic markers that I ever got from Sketchbox, we used on this picture, if you remember correctly, and then we used Blix. Remember, because this was done during a live stream. It's the first time we had ever used Copics, if you remember. So this one I particularly have a fondness for. This picture, and then this one. This skin looks white almost, but it's really gray. So keep that in mind. There's some great pictures in here. Because they weren't really for me, you know. That's more of a book that you get for the holidays. Hi, Miss Robin. We were just about ready to go bye-bye, actually. We did this one, and we finished this WIP, and then we just finished doing this WIP from Halloween. Too bad it's out of print. You know, it's a shame that some really nice books out of print. You kind of if I was you guys and if you really want this book, see if Mardel Rubio can give you guys a PDF of it if you purchase it, or go to Venus's Amulet's website and see if you can get it. Also, I'm pretty sure maybe Book Depository, Book Outlet might have copies of this if you're looking for it. There might be some places on eBay, Etsy. Try looking for it in other places besides Amazon, like Book Outlet, Book Depository, A-Books, Barnes & Noble. Oh, I'm so sorry about the funeral arrangements. It's just terrible. So these have been used up terribly fast, guys. These are like the fastest I've ever used up markers. And you guys can see, even this orange is starting to fade a little bit, that apricot. But so we did that. Also, you guys also got to see two new diamond painting pens. The purple and white one is from Donna Bass, and this blue and orange one is from a new turner called Tony Simpson. Lathe Creations by Tony is her Facebook group. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. I have enjoyed coloring with markers, so hopefully next time. I don't know when I'm coming on next time because my schedule keeps changing. So so now that I did that, I can throw these away. So yeah, I'm sorry that you were dealing with funeral arrangements. So I want to thank you guys for coming. It was fun doing this. So I have all these markers now out and about. So I gotta put these all back in. Plus, we used one Crayola super tip. It's just I want to say I'm sorry to Robin for the funeral arrangements. It's never easy losing somebody. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming. Have a great day. I hope you all have been staying safe, staying well. Remember to socially distance, wear masks, wash your hands, etc. Bye, everybody.